We work on videos probably 3 to 4 months in advance, but before that, like they sit in ideation where we brainstorm what they are for a month or two. So from start to when they get uploaded, it's probably like 1 to 2 months coming up with the idea, 3 to 4 months working on the idea, and then a couple weeks filming, and then like 3 weeks editing. So probably 5 months from start to finish. 2 years ago, we were spending $100,000 a video. Now we're spending probably $1.5 million a video.
What would you do with $1 billion? Buy a private island, a fleet of supercars, or perhaps give it all away? In this video, we're taking you inside the financial empire of YouTube's biggest philanthropist. For the first time ever, we're revealing exactly how Jimmy Donaldson, better known as Mr. Beast, spends his billions in just 24 hours. From mind-blowing charity projects to creating the internet's most expensive videos, this is the story that Netflix and Amazon have been fighting to tell. But he's giving it to us first.
Welcome. How long does he have that on?
I've lost track of time.
You can take the blindfold off. Here's the duffel bag. You get 60 seconds. Starting now. Go! Evan is winning all this money because he bought our brand new Peaceful Bar. Available at Walmart's nationwide. Is this what you thought was going to happen?
This is definitely not what I thought was going to happen.
3, 2, 1. Time is up. Here's your giant bag of money.
I feel like Santa.
As of 2025, Jimmy Donaldson's net worth is estimated at $1 billion, making him not just YouTube's biggest creator, but one of the wealthiest self-made entrepreneurs under 30 in history. But how did a kid from North Carolina who started posting videos at 13 become a billionaire before turning 30? What makes Mr. Beast's wealth unique is how rapidly it's grown. In 2021, his net worth was around $25 million. By 2023, it hit $500 million. And now, he's the first content creator to cross the billion-dollar threshold. But unlike traditional billionaires, Mr. Beast's empire isn't built on stocks, real estate, or inheritance. It's built on views, engagement, and a business model that's redefining content creation. YouTube ad revenue alone brings in an estimated $80 million annually across his channels. His Feastables chocolate brand is valued at over $200 million after just 3 years in the market. Mr. Beast Burger, despite its pivot in 2023, generated over $100 million in its first year. Merchandise sales add another $50 million annually. And then there are the strategic investments, early stakes in tech companies, creator platforms, and even a space exploration venture that's quadrupled in value since his initial investment. What people don't understand about Jimmy is that he thinks like a venture capitalist. He sees opportunities before the market does. He invested in creator economy startups long before Wall Street caught on. But perhaps most impressive is how Mr. Beast has turned philanthropy itself into a profitable venture. The more he gives away, the more his empire grows. Part 2, the lifestyle, how he really lives.
And this is where he lives.
Yep, this is my bedroom. So basically,
Look, this is amazing.
so we got the bed over here.
Yeah.
This is where I sleep. This is my bathroom. I shower every morning.
This is where
Get
you
dressed.
live?
Yeah.
Full time.
I mean, sometimes, you know, when my girlfriend's in town, I'll go to a house, but it's much easier to stay here because then I don't have to drive a lot. Because we're already in this room, I'll tell you a little bit about it. We did a merch drop. Everyone who bought a shirt that we were selling wrote their name on the wall. Oh, it took forever. We had like a scissor lift. We were going up and down. Follow me outside. Do you want to see the
Typical day for Mr. Beast starts around 7 a.m. Unlike the stereotype of billionaires with lavish morning routines, Jimmy's day begins with reviewing video analytics and social media performance while having a simple breakfast. Mr. Beast. People expect me to have this crazy life with yachts and private jets, but most days I'm just in meetings or editing. The most expensive thing I own that I actually use daily is probably my computer setup. That's where the real work happens. That's not to say there aren't perks to being a billionaire. Jimmy's primary workspaces feature state-of-the-art technology. His main studio complex in North Carolina spans over 100,000 square feet, larger than most Hollywood soundstages. It houses specialized departments for video production, merchandise design, business operations, and philanthropy coordination. 24 hours of spending, the daily burn rate. So what does a day of spending look like for someone who generates and reinvests billions? We tracked every dollar spent directly by Mr. Beast and his companies over a 24-hour period. The results were staggering. On an average day, the MrBeast enterprise spends approximately $3.2 million. That's about $133,000 every hour, or $2,222 every minute. By 8 a.m., $500,000 has already been allocated to ongoing video productions. This includes salaries for a crew of over 200 people, set construction, equipment rentals, and location fees. A single main channel MrBeast video now averages $4 to $8 million in production costs. The most expensive video to date cost over $17 million to produce. When you're building full-scale replicas of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory or creating functional Squid Game arenas, the costs add up quickly. By noon, another $1.2 million has been spent on prize money and giveaways for upcoming videos. This includes cash prizes, cars, homes, and custom-created experiences. The afternoon sees approximately $800,000 allocated to business operations, marketing campaigns for Feastables, product development, distribution logistics, and strategic investments. By evening, around $700,000 has been directed to philanthropic initiatives. From funding Beast Philanthropy's daily operations to supporting long-term projects like ocean cleanup efforts and sustainable farming initiatives, we now operate more like a major foundation than a YouTube channel's charity arm. We have teams on multiple continents implementing sustainable solutions for food insecurity, environmental challenges, and educational access. The single biggest expenditure in the MrBeast empire is content creation. In 2025, the average main channel video costs between $4 to $8 million to produce, comparable to the budget of a television episode. We're essentially making mini blockbusters every month. Our construction team alone has 40 full-time staff. We've built working replicas of iconic movie sets, functional game show arenas, and even a miniature functioning city. These aren't props. They're fully operational environments. For the $10 million shopping spree video, they coordinate with 14 different retailers, arrange secure transportation for cash and prizes, and have legal teams in 3 different countries working on compliance. The planning took 5 months before they started filming. A recent MrBeast video represents an extraordinary financial investment across multiple production categories. The budget allocates a staggering $2.3 million specifically for prizes and giveaways, ensuring contestants and participants receive life-changing rewards. The production requires significant human resources, with dedicated to staffing and talent costs, covering everyone from on-screen personalities to behind-the-scenes specialists. Technical excellence demands substantial investment as well, with $950,000 spent on cutting-edge equipment and technology to capture the spectacle in the highest quality. Securing the perfect filming locations adds another $750,000 in location fees and permits, allowing for diverse and visually striking settings. Finally, $700,000 is reserved for post-production and effects, where the raw footage is transformed into the polished, engaging content that regularly attracts hundreds of millions of views. The scale has grown exponentially. In 2019, a big video might have cost $50,000. By 2021, we were spending $500,000. Now, $5 million is standard for a major video. But the return on investment has scaled proportionally. These videos generate tens of millions in revenue through multiple streams. What truly separates MrBeast from other wealthy content creators is his aggressive reinvestment strategy. Approximately 90% of all revenue generated is immediately funneled back into the enterprise. Jimmy essentially created a perpetual motion machine for content. The more successful a video is, the more resources he has to make an even bigger video, which generates more revenue, and the cycle continues. It's exponential growth in practice. Most creators who hit it big take their money and diversify away from content. They invest in traditional assets, real estate, stocks, other businesses. Jimmy does the opposite. He doubles down on content repeatedly, treating each video as both a product and an investment vehicle. This strategy extends beyond just making bigger videos. MrBeast systematically uses his content to launch and promote his business ventures, creating a synergistic ecosystem where each element strengthens the others. By the end of our 24-hour tracking period, the MrBeast enterprise had spent $3.2 million. But during that same period, it generated approximately $4.8 million in revenue, creating a daily profit of $1.6 million that goes right back into fueling growth. Mr. Beast. People ask about the end game. For me, it's simple. More resources mean bigger impact through both entertainment and real-world change. Current developments include sustainable city concepts, global educational platforms, and environmental initiatives with 9-figure budgets. Jimmy thinks beyond traditional charity. He's creating sustainable systems that generate ongoing positive impact. Money is just a tool. The real currency is attention. Getting billions to focus on important issues, that's worth more than any bank account. In 24 hours, Mr. Beast's billions fund entertainment for millions, employ thousands, and help countless people worldwide. Mr. Beast, this is just the beginning. 10 years from now, today will look small. Eutherks.